My question is to the Minister of Health. I have a constituent, Mr. Richard Gauthier, who lives in Timmins, who suffers from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, but the only drug that he's able to take in order to give him quality of life and keep him outside of the hospital is Exelair. The problem is, at the time that he was prescribed this drug, it can only be applied and given in a clinic, and it happens to be that it's in the City of Toronto. He has been refused his travel grants. My question to you is, are you prepared to review this case in order to approve the travel grants for his treatment he was not able to get in the City of Timmins?
Thank you,
Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate the question from the member opposite. I'd be happy to sit down with you and also to review the case with my ministry officials to see what is the best approach, obviously, to take in this particular case. I won't speak any more in terms of the details, but I certainly commit to working with you to see if we can find a resolution to it. And it is important to emphasize, Mr. Speaker, that cases of such as these emphasize the importance of us having a drug program which is fair and equitable to all Ontarians, and that we continue to invest as we do. I think over $4 billion annually is invested in our drug programs. There are particular incidents that come up from time to time. I'm happy, as the minister responsible, to look into this case personally and just ensure that, in fact, it is meeting the criteria and being handled in a fair and equitable way.
Answered. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Saved by a second. I appreciate that the minister is willing to look into it, but I just want to be clear. Exelair is covered by the Trillium Drug Program. He, in fact, had to go after it in order to be able to in order to get it approved. The issue is that it can only be given in these particular clinics that are actually not approved clinics by the province of Ontario. There's no such clinic available in Ontario. It's only in Timmins. It's only in Timmins. It's only in Toronto. So I appreciate that you're prepared to look at it, and I look forward to a resolution to this so that he can actually have his travel grants paid, because otherwise we would have to pay to keep this gentleman in the hospital at a much higher cost than the actual treatment would cost.
Thank you, Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I appreciate the additional details. We'll follow up directly.